Hello everyone, welcome back to Flying Solo with Kat. You're probably like, Kat, oh my gosh, I see your face. And if you don't see my face, that means the video did not work. And I will hopefully have that up soon. But if you do see my beautiful face, then it is working and it is up. So the program that I used for almost 2 years now, basically since the podcast has been around, was Podcastle. I talked really great about them, and they finally made their services unusable for non-paid users, and I was going to have to pay $12.99 for tools that I had never used in their program. So I said, F it, this is stupid. I am going to go ahead and try to learn as much as I can on OBS and see what I can do, because this podcast means so much to me, guys. Like, it means so much to me. It means so much to you guys. And I couldn't just give up. I wanted to a lot. I just said, maybe this just isn't the right time for the podcast. But I know that with Star Wars right now, we're in a bit of a lull. As well as with the movies coming up, we need as much help that we can get. As a franchise, we're struggling. I've talked about this in other videos. And as content creators, we're struggling with combating really pessimistic and misogynist people on this platform that are wanting to push their specific view that is not what we want for Star Wars. Personally, it makes Star Wars a very toxic fandom, as well as it doesn't open up the conversation to have a meaningful discussion. So keeping these positive spaces open to where I could talk to you about what I love about Star Wars, as well as my experiences within the community in the comics, is really important, and I want to keep doing that for as long as I can. So you're stuck with this beautiful face for a little bit. Again, if you can see it, hopefully it will work, but that's where we're at right now. So the music behind me right now, if you can hear it, please, is Star Wars Lo-Fi, which is by Closed on Sunday. I have been following them for years. Give them a follow on YouTube and Twitter, and I think they might be on Instagram as well. I absolutely love their lo-fi music. It is super calming. They've also added a lot of new tracks as well. They mainly had prequels and OT stuff, and they've started to now have more sequel lo-fi available, which is amazing. So I will link their channel down in the description. The only thing is, if I do get demonetized, or if they come back and say, hey, you can't use our music behind your videos, then we will move on from there. But I absolutely love them. Please go check them out. They are amazing. Today, we are talking about May the 4th for 2025 this year. I had the amazing opportunity to go to Star Wars Nite at Disneyland, which was chef's kiss, literally amazing. I loved it so much. I also struggled a lot. I was super sick, unfortunately, and it was a struggle. There were a lot of people there. Again, I was super sick, and I didn't have much leeway when it comes to Disney. When you're purchasing these tickets, they are $200+. I don't know the exact price, but they are rough. They're not something that you can just, oh, oopsie, I'm sick, I'm gonna have to cancel. You don't cancel those. It is such a important moment for every Star Wars fan too, to celebrate May the 4th. In a Star Wars way. So I said, screw it. We are going to go. I had my cosplay. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I posted all the way till May the 4th about my K-Vest cosplay. Many of you know I played Outlaws. I've now gone through the game twice, which has been really fun. and trying to 100% the all the syndicate, you know, things. Yeah. And I love K-Bess. Her as a character I connect with a lot, surprisingly well. Unfortunately, I look nothing like her, but that is okay because I was able to kind of put together a cosplay that was really simplistic and easy. And with this one, many of you know my Hux cosplay. That one was $250 plus, and I had that commissioned specifically for my body type and size. With my K-Bess one, I said, you know what, I really want to try to see if I can go back to the roots of cosplay and do something that is, you know, taking different things. I would say that the most I spent on this cosplay was $75. Not bad at all. It is one of my favorite cosplays I've ever done in my life. It was super, super comfortable, which is great because I wasn't planning on being sick. I could not imagine wearing my Hux cosplay, being that sick, and constantly just being out of commish for a long time. Would not have worked with that cosplay. So having that K-Vest there was just literal magic. It really, really was. As for Disneyland, it was maybe one of the busiest days I've seen in a long, long, long time, which was honestly a-okay. With the May 4th, I love seeing all of these amazing Star Wars fans and Star Wars people around, and I love being able to experience the joy of Star Wars, and there's just so many cool people as well. And I heard rumors that there were actors that were going to be there. I didn't know exactly who, but you know, sometimes the cast like to show up just for the May 4th. I had no idea what it was going to be. So we got there around 5 o'clock, and that was when we could get in because I'm not an annual pass holder anymore. So unfortunately, I could not get in for the full day. And it was a Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, I think it was in the middle of the week, or I think it was a Sunday. See, this is the problem when I do these videos so late after. It's like I forget half of what I actually did. So we were able to get in at 5, but the actual event started at 8, which is great because if you do these events, I mean, you have 3 hours to the park not by yourself, of course not, but without the event. So you could still experience Disneyland as it is without all of like the layover, which I think is great, quite honestly. So we got there at 5, and the first thing you have to do is merch. Always do merchandise. I always tell my peeps this is what I did last year. Do merchandise because that sells out instantly. We go do merchandise, the first place that I had it, and everything was sold out. Now, granted, again, we got there at 5 o'clock, which is when it opens for, you know, people like us. And you mean to tell me that all of the event merchandise sold out before people were able to get in that were part of the event? That doesn't make a lot of sense. So, of course, Disney's also dealing with scalpers right now. Y'all know I talk about that a lot too. Terrible human beings. That was kind of where we were at. All that was left was like a 3X in everything, which granted, I could pull off a 3X pretty well. But I wasn't going to spend $85 on a 3X shirt. I want to give myself more than that. Hopefully, you know, I'm still an XL, so I got a little bit before I reach a 3X. So I ended up getting a pair of ears. Super, super cute. Special for the event. I was like, if I'm going to get anything, we'll get that. Last year I got a t-shirt. I didn't even get a t-shirt this year or a hoodie. It was just so depressing of how much was sold out. And I wasn't going to wear a 2X around. And these, you know, these shirts are big too. I mean, the 3X is a good size 3X, which is, I mean, great for people that need those sizes, but it doesn't work for everyone. So that's where it really becomes a true situation, which really, really does suck. It really, really sucks. So there were 2 stores for the night, which I did not know about either. There was a lot of information. I think it was also because I was in sick brain. I didn't really look up much of the information. I was kind of going into this day blind, which I should have not done. I should have definitely done my research and listened to people circulating around. There were 2 merch stores on May the 4th. There was one for the Star Wars Night event merchandise, and there was one specifically in Galaxy's Edge that was for May the 4th merchandise that had just dropped on May the 4th. So instantly, you always do the merchandise first. So we went to the Galaxy's Edge store that they actually let us in behind where Smuggler's Run is, where the Millennium Falcon is. We waited in a 2-hour line to get merchandise. It was worth it. I got a first order probe droid. I absolutely freaked out that they had anything first order related. This year was the 45th, hopefully I'm right about that, anniversary of Empire Strikes Back, which is yay, which is great, which means I really need to do a video on that, talking about that movie. But they had a lot of merchandise for that. So when I immediately saw the first order probe droid, I said, screw it. That I have to get it. As you all know, First Order is my favorite faction. Any merchandise that comes out, I have to get it. Because for one, I never know when it's going to sell out, and then they never reorder it. Or they just never come out with merchandise. And the best way that you could tell Disney or merchandise people that you like what, they have available is buying it. So unfortunately, I did have to buy it. I love it. He is my son. He lights up, makes some noise, and dude is big. He's a really, really good size. So absolutely amazing. Also got a metal pin that was for May the 4th. It wasn't for the Star Wars night because they were all sold out of those, which is great. That really frustrated me because y'all know too, I'm a pin collector. So for me, it was like I'm only getting 1/2 of the pin of why I'm here, but it was okay. They also had the Clone Trooper popcorn bucket, which was really, really cute, and I loved it. And I also really felt really cool walking around as Kay Vess with the Clone Trooper popcorn bucket, like as the helmet. I thought it was very, very cool. Food options. Now, every year, I like to talk smack of how much food I can eat in a night and how much food I'm just going to devour. Because I get hyped up about food. Who doesn't get hyped up about food? I hype myself up a little too much, and because I was so sick, I was super, super nauseous, which was great because that's also something that always happens to me. So I did not eat much, unfortunately. I really, really, really wanted to they had these little corn dogs without the meat inside, so it was like a cheese dog, and then it had on the outside, it had little potato crisps. Oh my god, they were so good, and they were actually not event exclusive. They are sold at Oga's Cantina in Galaxy's Edge, and they come in, there's 2 of them, and then they have like a mustard cheese sauce. Dude, so freaking good. I knew they were going to be good because I heard good things about them, but I was like, what if the cheese is cold? It's not as melty. It was perfection. 10 out of 10, which I don't do that a lot with food, but I would get those anytime. And they were snackable bites. It wasn't like you got a big one, so you felt like you had to eat it all. You got 2 little snackable bites, and that was good. So absolutely amazing. It was so good. I also got the mini churros that were in the Galactic Grill. That they came in a cute little bucket that had Vader and Luke on it. So I was like, I gotta get it. And they were covered in red and blue sugar, which I saw on the little picture. But the blue sugar was like a sour sugar type thing, and then the red one was still like sugar, but it wasn't sweet or sour. It was weird, but they were still Disneyland churros, which are the best thing you've ever had in your life, so it wasn't too bad for me. And then I also got like this really weird drink. that was like a Grogu, like frog drink. It was not good, which was unfortunate. I wanted to really, really like it, but it was not good at all. I, of course, got a Tatooine Sunset to help drown out the bad food and the bad drink, because the food was great, and that made it all great. So, for meet and greets and for just overall just activities, it was really spread out this year. Really, really spread out this year, and also really confusing of trying to find where things were and who was where, because it just seemed like either on the map they had it, but when you were walking around, you hardly ever saw anyone meeting and greeting, which was really weird. That's not how it's felt previous Disney Star Wars nights. Normally there's a lot of people clumped in one area, and then they're meeting people, and normally they'll have big signs, and you're able to kind of direct yourself. With this, it was just nothing. No matter how many people were there, it still felt almost empty, which was really weird in a way. There was no March of the First Order, or at least that we saw or we were aware of. They didn't seem to have it at all. Nothing was marked, which already, I hardly get to see Phasma at all, just in Star Wars in general. So seeing her in real life is maybe my one thing to keep me going every year. So that was really hard to be like, there's no March of the First Order. Why can I not see my Phasma, my love, walking the streets of Disney? I still don't know why they have not brought her back into the parks. It has to be something with the armor. I don't know. Part of me just wants to work for Disney just so I can just find that out. Honestly. Like, just tell me, is it something to do with the cast member, the safety? I just want to know. Is there, like, not visible view at all so they can't see? How can we fix that? So I want to know really bad because, yeah, she wasn't there. And I was really sad. I was really, really disappointed. But that did not ruin the night. It's okay. Ended up going on Star Tours because we were like, whatever. Unfortunately, Rise of the Resistance was down. Did not get to see the boys. But I was like, let's go on Star Tours. That sounds fun. We go on Star Tours, and it was great because we got Cassian Andor, which I haven't gotten in a long time. I was really happy. So got to see him. We get off, and we go and get our food. I go on Twitter, and I see official Star Wars tweet Diego Luna at Disneyland on May the 4th in front of the castle. And I'm like, and it was 10 minutes ago. And I said, that's weird. What do you, like, here? Is he, like, here? And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he, did it another night, or this wasn't where people were. No, he was there. Diego Luna was there at Star Wars Night. And I saw him on Star Tours. Just like everyone else. Yeah, I did not know. No one knew that he was going to be there. And I get the element of surprise. I get it. Trust me, I do. From an entertainment standpoint, that brings a lot more shock value, as well as you're also not having thousands of people stampede to the front of the castle trying to see the beautiful, glorious face of Diego Luna, which is what I would have done. I would have slapped myself and said, "You're not sick," and I would have ran to the front of the castle because they showed a whole projection on the castle of Andor Season 2 and all of that. Also, Cassian Andor himself, Diego Luna, was led by the 501st Legion that were all up in their costume. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And I missed it. This is the MO with me. Many, many times. I have either been there a day early, a day late, or on the same day, just at a different place, in a different time, where actors are. I am always in the vicinity of where they're at. I just have never met them or been a part of that. Happened with Daisy, Oscar Isaac. Adam Driver, funny enough, Donald Gleason, which that one was at Warner Brothers Studio. That was not at Disneyland. John Boyega as well. Now it's Cassian Andor, as well as Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. That was another one too. Oh, and Ashley Eggstein. So I have them all on a list. It's like Death Note, but sadder, because I don't want to kill these people. I just would like to be in the same area as them and just experience their presence, but like not even meet them. Just, I want to be a part of it, guys. So yeah, that was like really sad because we did technically see Diego Luna. It just wasn't in front of the castle and him in person. So I get it. I get wanting it to be a surprise. But it also seemed like cast members were like, at least people online were saying like, oh, cast members were telling us to like be at front of the castle at like 9:30. I'm like, no cast member told me. I'm like, I want to get the details of like what you guys get that's special, because I didn't get it. And it's okay. I'm truly not mad. I'm just happy to even have the opportunity to be there and just to experience Star Wars with all these other lovely people. And I'm happy the 501st got their moment. That was so awesome, and I love that group so much. As well as just people being able to see an actor like that, and an actor being appreciated by a company like that is all I wish for Diego Luna. So the fact that he had that opportunity was more than enough for me. So I like to joke and I like to be like, oh, well, I can't believe that happened, but it's all right. It is not the biggest deal. I was pretty done towards the end. So I was basically picked myself up and said, you know what? You just gotta call it. So at 11 o'clock, I was like, I unfortunately just gotta go. And that was that. I'm trying to find the tweet. I tweeted about the entire night. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I always post it. There it is. Humberly Gonzalez, the queen herself, who did the motion capture and voice acted basically of Kay Vess's performance on Star Wars Outlaws, did a happy May the 4th to everyone, and I commented on her post saying, hey, thank you so much for bringing this character to life. I'm so happy you're part of the Star Wars community. I will be cosplaying as Kay Vess tonight at Star Wars at Disneyland. Have an amazing May the 4th. I didn't think anything of it, but I thought, come on, I'm representing her character. I want to make sure that I'm doing it right. Well, she liked some of my posts, as well as she responded to me saying, thank you so much, you looked amazing. So, I mean, that's honestly awesome. Just to even get recognized like that is insane. It's not the reason I do cosplay, but it helps. That really made my night, especially it being so hard for me to just move around and not be sick. So to have that, to be able to see people notice who I am and like, oh, awesome, was just so amazing, because you don't get that online, especially with Star Wars Outlaws. I love that game so much. It is one of my favorite Star Wars games, as well as probably favorite video games that I have played. And I don't say that lightly. I really don't. There's a lot of good games out there. Do I think it competes with other, AAA games? No. But it means something to me, and it meant something really, really special. And the fact that she took her time out of her day to just even comment back and to like my post of the cosplay was absolutely incredible, quite honestly. And it really, really made the day special. And I get into these weird funks of, why am I still doing this for Star Wars? Why am I still pushing myself to enjoy this franchise, to do all of that? Or I get asked, right? That's really at the end of it. It's like, why do you still enjoy these movies? Why are you trying to defend these movies, interacting with the fandom? And every day I am reminded why I keep doing this, why I devote myself to the fandom, why I write for the fandom, why I create content for the fandom, interact with people in the fandom, as well as go to events to uplift the fandom, because it's something special. And Star Wars itself is special. It's a franchise that I have never experienced before. Y'all see the Marvel stuff other way. Marvel stuff in the back. See the Overwatch stuff in the back that I have as well. I love those. I love those franchises. They are very, very special to me. But no franchises hit me so much like Star Wars has. And it is everything. Even the prequels, which I don't appreciate as much as I probably should, I love them. OT, the sequels, TV shows, movies, comics, video games. I appreciate all of it. And being able to go to an event and experience that with other people in real life is so special. And it's something that I take for granted a lot, and I'm so happy I have these opportunities and to share these opportunities with you guys. If you're thinking about doing Star Wars Night at Disneyland, I know they don't have it in Florida yet. We're all praying that they will, because I want all of you to experience this amazing, amazing night with these amazing Star Wars fans. Do it. Definitely do it. I honestly would recommend you doing the specialty Disneyland nights instead of a day park hopper or even just a day park ticket, because it is just so busy that when you go to the nighttime Disneyland, it's kind of how it used to be. There are still a lot of people, but it is not as busy. Your highest wait time is maybe going to be 30 minutes, which is not bad at all if you've been to Disneyland in the daytime, where your highest wait time can be 85 minutes to almost 90. So for me, if you're going to spend your money, if you're a Star Wars fan, please, please, please do a Star Wars night. It is amazing. You could dress up. You don't have to. You also get special food and special merchandise. Like, everything is a win. And if you're already going to be paying for Disneyland, why wouldn't you just do the Star Wars night instead? Now, I do want to reiterate, if you do a Disneyland pass, you still do have to pay for the special night. You can't pay for the special night and then I don't think they have a discount option to where you get a discount on the day pass. They might start implementing that, because it's expensive. It is really, really expensive. But overall, I had a great time. I wish I wasn't sick, but it was great. It really was. And every May the 4th, I'm just happy that I have you all. And I'm happy I have this channel. And I'm happy that Star Wars is in my life. And I'm able to spread that positivity as much as I can. So anyway, guys, I hope it wasn't too jarring looking at my beautiful face. We're going to see if we're going to stick with the video. I've been posting a lot more of my face online. So we're going to see how it goes. But I love you all. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and I will see you guys in the next one.